understand by the general publication, general population. But for that particular purpose, if you are using the content for regulatory writing, the terminologies of regulatory writing, and you are presenting on the TV, it cannot derive a complete meaningful conclusion of the research, and it cannot able to understand by the target audience. Are you getting what I'm saying? So depends upon your target audience, we have to change the content of that product, content of that research. So depends upon that audience, we have divided majorly medical writing into four types. One is regulatory writing. In the regulatory writing, the audience are regulatory body, because the regulatory body is reading the document. Are you getting what I'm talking? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So regulatory writing is the first one, because whatever the medical information or whatever the medical content we are writing for the regulatory submission is called as regulatory writing. And in the regulatory writing, the audience are regulatory body. So regulatory body will be the audience, because those only reading that particular documents. Okay. So in the regulatory documents, the major documents comes under this regulatory writing is protocol first. So protocol is a major document of regulatory writing, and report, clinical study report is a major document of regulatory writing, and safety narrative writings. So pharmacovigilance safety narrative writings also comes under regulatory writings, and case report forms also comes under regulatory writings, and informed consent forms can be comes under regulatory writings. Investigational brochures can comes under regulatory writing. So these all documents are very necessary for regulatory submission. If you want to write the content in the protocol, you definitely need to follow regulatory standards, because you are writing the protocol for regulatory body submission. So the audience are regulatory body here. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So medical writing is a profession where they are communicating all the scientific research information to the range of audience in the healthcare system as per the regulatory and scientific complaints, standard complaints. And based on the target audience, the regulatory writing and medico marketing writing, scientific writing, and academic writing, these are the four types of medical writing. The first one is regulatory writing. Regulatory writings are the medical information for regulatory submission. In this, the audience are regulatory body. The documents of regulatory writing are protocols, reports, safety narrative writings, case report forms, investigation brochures, informed consent forms. So these all comes under regulatory writings, which are very, very important. The question from here is, first, tell me about regulatory writing. What sections you will write in the protocol? What you will write in the methodology part? What you will write in the discussion part? So this is a question of interview in the medical writing. Are you getting what I'm talking, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like this, you can expect the questions. And then they can ask you safety narrative writings. In the pharmacovigilance 30 batch, you completed pharmacovigilance. Now we have seen narrative writings. Did you remember that? After ICSR processing, we need to write the narrative writing now.
Yes.
After completing all the ICSR processing, we have to write summarization of all the case. That narrative writing as an aggregate report, safety aggregate report, we have to submit. Regulate submissions, because it should be there. So as per the standards, you have to write it. You should not write as you want. You have to follow the regulatory guidelines. You have to follow the regulatory standards in terms of formatting, in terms of whatever that everything in the document, point to point, we need to follow the regulatory guidelines so that
अबे यार
as per the audience of
अरे घे 15 27 55 ते मग क्लास चालू फोन विचार म्हणून फोन लाव तुला झालं का
one is regulatory writing. The regulatory writing is majorly focusing on writing of medical information to the range of regulatory bodies. And here the audience are regulatory body. The documents which we are writing for regulatory submission are protocol, report, safety narrative writings, case report forms, informed consent forms, and investigational brochures. So this is what the basic idea about the regulatory writing. After the regulatory writing, so next writing will be scientific writing. Kindly note. After the regulatory writing, the second writing will be scientific writing. Scientific writing means, so every information, every clinical trial you conducted, every research you have done, every animal research you have done, any clinical research you have done, any submission, like anything you have done as a medical part, and that must be available for everyone, every researcher in the literature. Whatever you done the research, you can publish that so that everyone can read it. Whatever you are writing as a publication of your research, you have completed the trial first. During the trial, it is confidential. All the information is confidential because this trial information is only submitted to a regulatory body. But after the trial is completed and the data is accepted, everything is accepted. Now all this trial information we need to write as a scientific document and submit it to the scientific journals. So these scientific writings means writing the medical information in a given format to the scientific journals. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So scientific writing means writing the medical information as per the given format and guidelines for the scientific journals. You might have submitted your articles. Did you write any articles in your B Form, M Form, Form D?
Yes, sir.
And did you submit them to the scientific journals?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Those called as scientific writings. Because anyone can find these articles. I will show how to find them and all by using some search strategies. So this scientific information will be available for everyone. But regulatory writing can be sometimes confidential, okay? Regulatory writing sometimes can be confidential because it's a new trial. But after everything is accepted and whatever the research you are doing, and that must be available for everyone in the research field. So anyone can go into that particular domains of PubMed, Ambase, Medline, Cochrane, and different search search engines are there. So those can be available for everyone freely. They can access it. They can go and check. For example, I want to do some research in COVID-19. I don't know anything about COVID-19, but I want to know some terminologies. I want to know some basic idea about COVID-19. So in that case, I'll go to scientific journals and I will search about the COVID-19 and I'll find the data which is already available about the COVID-19 research in the scientific journal, so that I can know, okay, this is a research has been done on the COVID-19 and this has been found and this was the person conducted the research and this is what they done, so that I can get the information from there, okay, about this particular research. It is a available information in the scientific journals. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
So these are second part of writing. It's called as scientific writing. So these are the again writing part, writing the medical information for the range of audience of scientific journals. So here the audience are researchers. So any researcher can be find this information in the scientific journals and they can read it. So it is major important for researchers. Scientific writing is important for researchers because any researcher can find the information which is necessary for them and they can use it for the purpose of research, development of patient care and development of the research. So this is what is called as scientific writing. In the scientific writing, there are two ways of writing. One is primary research writing and secondary research writing. So primary research writings means if you are writing the content of a primary research, the original research. Kindly note, scientific writing is two types. One is primary research writing and secondary research writing. If you are writing the content of a primary research, it means it's a original research. It's the first time we are conducting the research. It's called original research. And if you are writing that information for the primary research is called as primary manuscripts. So these are called as manuscripts. So these manuscripts will be including different kind of sections like abstract, title, abstract, introduction, methodology, results, discussions, conclusions. If you are writing that any document is submission for the journals is called as manuscript. So these manuscripts are two types. Manuscripts are two types. One is primary manuscript and secondary manuscript. The primary manuscript is a writing of primary research. Are you getting? Am I speed? No. Am I speed? No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So research is always divided into two types. One is primary research that I am doing my own. So I'll be writing my own research and publishing it. So it's called primary research. Then second, I will tell clearly, don't worry, it's a basic overview of medical writing. I will tell each and everything clearly, neatly one by next next. Next, coming to second research. Second research, I don't conduct my own. I'll be taking out of the data of all the existing research and I'll be combining the results and writing some other research and getting some other outcome. It's called secondary research. So primary research, secondary research can be written as a manuscript but the primary research called as original research. So in that research papers will be written. So research articles will be there in the primary research. In the secondary research, we will see that review articles. So review articles will be there in the secondary research. These review articles are many types like systematic literature review, targeted literature review, and focused review, and peer review, comprehensive literature review. There are many types of reviews. Original article is called research article that it has been originally of primary research, and secondary research article can be any of the review. Apart from this manuscript, we can also see in the scientific writing poster publications, like we can present a poster in the international conferences and we can present an abstract in the international journals and conferences. So manuscript and poster and abstract, and other part is slide deck. Slide decks also we can prepare, like our material slides are there now. So like that we can prepare the medical content in the decks, slide decks, and we can present them to the journals. So manuscript could be this manuscript two types. One is research article and review article, and poster could be primary research also, secondary research poster also, and abstract and slide deck. So these all manuscript, poster, abstract and slide deck are the major content writing documents for scientific writing part. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So to write this scientific writing, definitely we need to follow scientific author specified guidelines given in the journal. So we need to follow author instructions given in the journal. If you are submitting to Lancet journal, you have to follow Lancet journal guidelines. If you are submitting to diabetology journal, then you have to follow diabetology, uh, you know, instructions. If you are submitting for oncology related journals, you have to follow their particular journal guidelines. So this is how the scientific writing has been designed. Only thing is document is different, so audience are different. So medical market, sorry, regulatory writing, the documents are protocol, reports and all which are submitted to regulatory body. So the audience are regulatory body there. But in the scientific writing, you're writing the documents for journals. So here the researchers will be the audience in this. Are you getting what I'm talking? And we
Yes,
have
sir.
to we have to prepare the guideline. We have to prepare all these documents. Only depends upon the guidelines which are given in the particular thing. So if you are submitting to regulatory, then you have to follow regulatory guidelines. If you are submitting for scientific journal, you have to follow scientific journals guidelines. So this is about the second one. It's called as scientific writing. And we have third one. The third writing is called as, can you expect this? Medico marketing writing. It is very important. Medico marketing. So medical related marketing documents. So medical marketing is unstructured. There is no structure for this. So you can write as you want. But if you see regulatory writing and scientific writing, definitely these are structured because protocol should be written like this only. A report should be written like this only. The first section should be like introduction only. Second section should be methodology only. Third section should be results only. Fourth section will be this conclusions only and discussion only. These called as structured documents. Regulatory writing, scientific writing documents are structured documents. But medico marketing documents are non-structured documents. There is no structure for this medico marketing. Are you getting?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And there is no specified guideline also for medico marketing writing. But for regulatory writing, we definitely need to follow regulatory guidelines. For scientific writing, we definitely need to follow author specified guidelines in the journal. But medico marketing writing, there is no guideline for medico marketing writing because you are writing the content for promotional purpose. Kindly note this. The medico marketing writing is a writing of medical information for the promotional purpose. The promotion of a medical device, promotion of a medical intervention, promotion of a surgery, promotion of a device, promotion of a method, promotion of a product, promotion of a medication. It is called as medico marketing writing. So these medico marketing writings cannot be always advertised on the social media, but these will be written in the different documents which are advertised to the patients especially, which are advertised to physicians especially. Are you getting what I'm talking?
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you go to hospitals now, you can see some brochures in the doctor's cabin, or they used to distribute to the patient. And if you see in the hospital, they will be displaying some kind of display, and they used to keep that knee replacement surgery, robotic surgery without manual involvement. We can do 100% successful surgery, and these that we have everything at the end. We have something to the patient better life. So they used to promote their content on the TV channels. They used to promote their content on the brochures. They used to content their promotions on the product monograph. They used to promote their content on the visual ads. They used to promote their content on the health blogs, websites, and pamphlets, brochures, manuals. So these all comes under medical marketing writing. So major documents of medical marketing writing are product monographs. Product monographs are the major documents of medical marketing. Like they are displaying a manual, a small manual. If you go to some majorly some kind of hospitals now, so they used to give some small manual book. So in that manual book, they used to represent their product information clearly. Like they used to, this is a product has been prepared by this company and this is having this much of dose, it can helpful for children, it can helpful for these, it can helpful for that. So they used to prepare a small manual book. It's called as product monograph. It is looking like a small book. Okay, so it's called product monograph. And this is one of the major important writing of medical marketing. Apart from that, we have visual ads. So visual ads also can be the product promotional videos or something. And brochures. So brochures also can be the promotional and product leaflets. So product leaflets also can be the things and training manuals. Can you not training manuals to the medical students or some kind of physicians training manuals and visual ads, product monographs, brochures, leaflets, and health blogs, websites. Are you getting what I'm talking?
Yes, sir.
Health blogs. So these all comes under this promotional medical marketing writing, which are important for promotional purpose. To write the monograph, there is no need to follow any guideline. You can write as you want because it's a promotion. Because if you see our brochure, no, clinics brochure, sometimes it look different format, sometimes it looks different format. Because that is not having any structure. We can prepare as we wanted to attract the audience, to attract the students, and these people are trying to attract the patients because they need to get more number of patients inside. So they used to prepare that kind of promotional videos, kind of promotional visual ads, some kind of brochures, some kind of manuals, some kind of monographs, some kind of leaflets, and all these things they used to prepare. So these are used for promotional purpose. So for these, there is no guideline to follow, but legally, ethically, if you are giving any statement in the promotional purpose, that statement should not cause any legal ethical issues. Are you getting what I'm talking?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
you can present whatever you want in the medical marketing, you can just market it. But whenever you are writing the content for medical marketing writing, don't use any legal illegal issue creating words or statements or sentences. So that can lead to some kind of issues in your way. So that is how which are important for medical marketing writing. So these are all comes under medical marketing writing. Any doubts still here?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is third medical marketing writing, and the last one is academic writing. So we have the last one is academic writing. So academic writing is nothing but writing the medical information for academic purpose, nothing but like for reading purpose, students purpose, researcher purpose. So it is involving majorly books, medical books. So medical books and chapters in the books, different chapters in the medical books and thesis books. So thesis books, medical books, chapters in the books comes under academic writing. So here the audience are researchers and physicians also and professors also and students also, medical students. So these will be the audience for academic writing. Academic writing also does not have any proper way of representation. You can write like as the concept, you can write it can as you want. So academic writing also does not follow any proper formatting and all. Just we need to make sure that everything is doing as per the standards. Got it, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we have to majorly do the process. Okay. Any doubts till here?
No, sir.
No.
So this is basic idea that how the medical writing has been divided into 4 parts. So in this, Yes, Gautami.
Sir, in medical marketing routine, the audience are students and physicians and
Anyone, general public also, major
Okay.
patients are major things. Patients, general public, and physicians also.
okay, sir.
So this is what the content we are going to cover in this medical writing part. So introduction and types of medical writing, responsibilities of a medical writer, who needs a medical writer, like which companies needs medical writer, and what is regulatory writing, what is study protocol reports, scientific writing, manuscripts, abstracts, posters, medical marketing writing, documents. So major, we can expect the question from regulatory and scientific. Okay, so coming to next thing. So this is what I just given some idea. Just let's go with the slide. In journal, medical writing is about communicating clinical scientific data information to range of audience in a wide variety of different formats. Medical writers combine their knowledge of science and their research skills with an understanding of how to present information, pitch it at the right level of targeted audience. Did you understand the statement, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They are telling medical writers are communicating clinical research or clinical knowledge or scientific knowledge to the range of audience by using different formats. We are having different formats for protocol. We are having different formats for reports. We are having different formats for this, that. So we are following the formats also. And the medical writer is always combining their knowledge and research skills together to give the best to the targeted audience. Okay, so that is how the medical writer majorly works. So medical writing involves writing scientific documents of different types, which including regulatory or research related documents, disease or drug related educational, promotional literature, publication articles like journal manuscripts, abstracts, content for 8 websites, and health related magazines and news articles. So I forgot, just kindly keep this in the medical marketing writing. Medical marketing writing is involving these magazines also, health magazines. So this is how they are involving in different writing of documents, different documents of research, and which are depends upon the audience. We divided them basically into 4 types. So regulatory writing, writing documents for regulatory submissions. Scientific writing, preparing manuscripts, abstracts, posters for journals, publication presentations, or scientific conferences, or symposia, or councils, meetings, conference meetings, and all. And medical marketing writing is writing documents about drugs, devices, and biologics for journal or professional healthcare people or as audience. And academic writing, writing books, chapters in books and thesis books. So this is how that medical writing has been evolved in the field of clinical research. I am majorly talking about clinical part, but medical writing can involve in different areas. So keep in the mind which is major towards clinical research. It is important for us and how the medical writing is involving in the clinical research, right? So this is how it has been divided. So what are the regulatory documents? Just basic idea, but we have separate things like clinical study protocols and report, and package inserts, nothing but labels, label text. Patient prescription information leaflets, and subject safety narrative writings, health technology assessments and all. So these safety narrative writings we have seen in the pharmacovigilance like PSUR, PSUR, aggregate reports, right? So this is how which are important for regulatory submissions, protocols, reports, and prescription information leaflets, subject narratives, safety narratives. So kindly remember these two. So then what are scientific writing documents? So scientific writing, we can put these things in the journals, scientific journals. So we can put the news information as a news magazine in the scientific journals. We can publish those in the journals of different things, along with the publication articles like published posters or slide decks or abstracts and manuscripts. So we can put these news magazines also in some kind of journals. We can put them in the journals. If you see Lancet, you might have seen, you might have listened, you might have heard this word Lancet. Did you had this Lancet?
Yes, sir.
So this is one of the, it's one of the medical journal. It was, I think we have seen this pharmacovigilance also about it. The one which is started initially, the journal, scientific journal, which has started after some chloroform issue and all. So this is the repeated medical journal, and which is having high impact factor, what we call it as. Then we can put anything in this journal so that everyone can read. So we can put the newspapers also related to health related products or health magazines related things. So these are simple and non-technical language. Journalism, so medical, this is like newspaper information. So we can put simple language and non-technical because everyone should read it. Journal publication also can read it, and they should understand the. It must be understood by any general population. So magazine is just simply we can put in the common terminology. But if you go to publications and presentations like journal articles, manuscripts, research articles, case reports, review, these definitely need to follow in a complex technically the terminology the terminologies must be in the technical way. So they are including like manuscripts, research articles, review articles, and posters, presentations related to abstracts and all for the scientific publications. So apart from these publications, we can also put these protocols, investigation brochures, informed consent forms, study protocols, and proposals. So these actually regulatory items, right? So study protocols, reports, and brochures are regulatory items, no? But when they are regulatory items, when the trial is confidential, so when the trial is going on, so that time these are regulatory items, so these are all confidential. But once the trial is completed, and all this information, what the research method they followed, and what was the way they have conducted the trial, what results they found, it must be available to every person in the research, so that these people, the person who develop these documents for regulatory submission, and once the trial has been accepted and everything has been fully disclosed, then we can put this all the protocols and reports in the scientific journals also, so that everyone can come and read this. Are you getting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So these documents are actually regulated documents, but once the regulated submission, confidentiality is lost. So whatever it is, then we have to keep these things in the scientific field where we can get these things through the medical journalism and articles as an article. So this is how the scientific writings. And then medical marketing documents, the promotional purpose, literature related promotion, and product monographs, Libyan literature, brochures, visual ads, and then newsletters, health blogs, sales, training material, white papers, content, web content, patient stories, emails. So models for physician patients. So in this, most important one is product monographs, brochures, visual ads, newsletters, health blogs, website contents. So these are very important things for medical marketing writing documents. Coming to academic writing, so these are including some documents for physicians and the textbooks for the physician to teach and other medical education programs, related content, and then slide decks for preparation for the teaching the class, and then for patients, patient education materials, and thesis books, academic books. So these are majorly four types of medical writing we have. So we'll see one by one in the next class. So I will slowly go because it is a bit of dry subject, but easy subject, very easy subject, and you can expect the direct questions from here. So this is about the basic understanding about the medical writing, basic idea of it today class, but I want to speak other things. So how is your preparation going? Don't drop the call. I would like to speak something. So how is your preparation going? So as I seen, 31 batch is going with mock interview. Some people are studying, some people are not studying. 30th batch also. Some people are not studying, just not revising the material. So I want to tell something today because you are student should understand this way of our culture, way of our it's not culture, but way of our living in the pharma world, like where we started our pharma field and why we started this, what really we have in this, because we can see a lot of lot of negative things on the pharmacy, some kind of positive things on the pharmacy. But I would like to give some best example. Is it really a good field or not? Like pharmacy is really, it's a correct field to choose or not. Don't take about only pharmacy. If you take any other like software field, medical field, doctor, even doctor also, and software engineer also, and others, just compare. First point, some people say pharmacy is nothing. I would always say pharmacy is not nothing. Pharmacy is everything. So if you have the skills and knowledge, you can get whatever you want from this field. Even if you doctor also, it's not mind that every doctor can hand the money of crores now. Some people are still not having a proper idea about patient care. The doctor. And if you're studying IT, software means you're not that medical engineer that you're getting lakhs of salary. In that software also, there are many people roaming on the roads. So don't take negatively our field. Try to take it positive. Anyway, you stepped into this. No other option to escape. Anyway, you stepped into this. No other way of escaping. I'll give you the best story of mine only. No one else. I'll give how I have been succeeded in my life within a very short period of time. Before 28 years, I have been how I have been started my career, where I have been started, and what are the struggles I faced in my life in terms of like education and profession wise, not personal wise. So we'll see, and you will get to know. Okay, this is what the thing we have to do, and what is the work we have to make. Sometimes it can help you, can motivate you. I'm not sure. If you take it positive, it can motivate you. If you take negative, it cannot motivate you. So I will give you some short story about myself. So coming to my 10th class, I'll start from 10th class. So I completed my 10th class in 2010, exactly 2010. So I was, unfortunately, I was a school because I really not very much interested in the studies, but I'm very much interested in the dancing. That time when I was studying 7th, 8th, 6th class, I was a dancer actually. My dream was to become a dancer. But I don't know. My father was someday scolded me, and even he took a actually one strict, and he beat me a lot because I'm not studying. In the 8th class, he was doing that, and after 8th class, I started working on education. So then 10th class, I got school top. So then intermediate, started very small college in the village, that too in the Telugu medium, a regional language. In 2012, I completed my intermediate. That is Telugu medium. It's very regional language, and we don't know English also that time because we were not having English colleges and English, schools. So at that time, very recently, 5 6 years ago, we started everything in the English in our colleges. So completed in Telugu medium, intermediate. That too, unfortunately, I got college topper. So then I started thinking towards only education, nothing else. Then when I got first rank, I feel something is there in this, some maza is there in the rank. Like every class will look differently. And then I found this is something a special feel I feel. Like try to understand what I'm saying. So when I got the first rank now, I found that some sense, like this is really giving some thriller. This is really giving some maza. So this is really giving some pleasure. I found it, and I should be always top myself. Then I started working only on education, nothing else. I kept everything aside. If I will be topper, then everyone look at me in a different way. They will have some positive thoughts on us. So when you are being a topper in the class, then I started working on that and to become a topper in the class. Then completed intermediate, got around good marks, and then I tried for MBBS. Unfortunately, I was in the Telugu medium, so I was not able to understand English properly, so I did not get NEET also. So I did not write the NEET also. Done, completed. So only option is pharmacy, nothing else, because I'm interested in the medical field. I'm interested in the research field. So only I found pharmacies. Maybe sometimes it can be useful for me. But unfortunately, I joined very bad college. Nobody teaches us. They won't even know what is the syllabus of our subject. So they don't teach anything. I'm not sure the same college of pharmacy is now same also, or maybe they have changed now. But when I was in 2016, so my starting BPharm is 2012 to 2016 batch. So still that time nobody was teaching in that college. So the Sutix person used to teach the chemistry, and pharmacognosy person used to teach the pharmacology, and like that they used to teach, and what we can learn from that. Then I stepped into wrong college and pharmacy, but I thought no escape, because situation of family is very bad. My father is a farmer, and I need to support him financially. And what to do? I was thinking, what to do? Career. It's a right time to lose our career. It's a right time to keep in a good track also. And that is exactly time we have to realize our life first. So then I started working, what to do. And one turning point of my life is one anatomy physiology teacher came to my college, B Pharmacy first year, first semester. So first year B Pharm first semester, one anatomy physiology lecture came. He came from Naipur, Hyderabad. He completed his master's from Naipur in pharmacology department, and unfortunately did not get job. He came to our college to teach the anatomy physiology for time pass. So he used to scold us a lot. You people don't know anything. You don't study anything. Nothing is there in pharmacy. Why did you take pharmacy? He was always scolding. He used to take 5 minutes class and he used to scold us 15 minutes. But at the end of that 15 minutes and class, he used to give one statement. If you could get seat in the Naipur, at least you may have some life. He said, in the pharmacy, if you want to be achieve something, at least get the seat in the Naipur. Then that is struck in my life. That is struck in my mind in the first year of B Pharmacy. What is Naipur? I started thinking, what is Naipur? Then I come to know GPAT, we have to qualify to get the seat in the Naipur. And he given one statement, if you get the seat in the Naipur, you will get 12,500 rupees stipend per month. Literally, I'm saying, I studied GPAT and Naipur for getting that stipend, because I don't know what to do after B Pharmacy. Everybody's telling nothing is there in the pharmacy. So literally, I'm telling the truth. I studied GPAT and Naipur to get that stipend, because immediately to get some salary, we may get or not, I don't know. Then I started thinking about it. First year, second year, third year, I was reading all the book syllabus by my own. Nobody was teaching. And when I entered into, I think fourth year, first semester, third year, second semester, before maybe. Yeah, it is fourth year, first semester. When I entered into fourth year, first semester, I started thinking, it is not sufficient my own preparation. I should take some, because training will. So June I started taking coaching of 2015 from the one of the good institute. It was good institute in Hyderabad that time. But now I don't know what about that institute. That is Nemagar. My college is in the Gatkisar. So from Dilshungar to